Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Traveling Under the Sea from UK to France, Channel Tunnel. So I've heard something about this. I've never actually seen it, but I know it's like an underground, some sort of like underground train that connects like the UK and France, but I have no idea like how it looks, and because I'm imagining like something pretty wild, and I'm guessing it's not like I'm imagining it, because it is like it's straight off like a sci-fi film. I'm guessing you get in your car or something. I don't know, but this makes me very excited. So let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe.
Hello from Folkestone in Kent. Yesterday I drove the entire length of England in only one day. It was a really exhausting journey. Today I'll be taking the Channel Tunnel between England and France.
So you drove yourself?
I stayed nearby the Channel Tunnel. I'm around a 20-minute drive. I'm booked on this morning for 8:52 a.m. This will be my first ever time on the Channel Tunnel, and I have no idea what to expect. Before taking your vehicle to France, there are a few things that you need. So I've already collected a few of them. This is a triangular sign. I also have this high-vis jacket. And it's also necessary to have UK on your vehicle. Some number plates already have, or if you don't, you need to have a sticker. So I don't have a sticker, and I tried yesterday to buy one, but I couldn't find one for sale anywhere that I checked. I read online that you can buy them at the Eurotunnel shop. There's an AA shop there that sells them. So fingers crossed that's open and I can pick up a sticker there. There's not much time. I need to get going. Let's head to the Eurotunnel. On my way, I'm going to stop off and get some diesel and just fill the tank. I'm about a quarter full at the moment, and I don't want to have to worry about that when I arrive in France, because I'll be focusing on driving on the other side of the road.
Oh my god, it's the opposite. Yeah, she's used to driving from the other side.
Full tank of diesel. They don't sell the UK stickers at the petrol station either. That's a great place to sell them. They probably sell loads. I can't be the only person that forgets their UK sticker. Okay, next stop, the tunnel. Looks like we're almost arriving.
Oh my god, it's so rainy. Of course, it's England. Well, I don't know if it's England. It's the UK.
I actually received a message last night saying it's going to be very busy, so please turn up early. It's around 7:15 at the moment, and I'm booked on for 8:52.
Okay.
I've now arrived in the waiting area. So as I approached the check-in, there were two separating lanes, one for trucks and freight and one for cars, motorbikes and vans. As I approached, it recognised my number plate, and then on the screen my name appeared.
Oh, so
I then had to put in my 8-number booking reference, which I'd already screenshotted, and then after that it asked me which crossing I wanted to take. So I'm a little bit early, as I mentioned.
How do you know which one?
It offered me the 8:18 crossing or the 8:52 crossing, which was the one that I booked onto. So I decided to go just for the 8:52 because I want to try and get the sticker for the UK in the shop here before I go on. I was also asked what type of fuel the vehicle uses, and I selected diesel. After that, I then pressed print, and then this printed off, and this is to be hung on the mirror here. So that says the size of the vehicle, and then also the date and other information. Very exciting. Going to head in now. Apparently at the AA shop inside here, they sell the UK stickers.
They have
this is the last chance. Hopefully I can get one. If I can't, what I'll do is I'll order one on Amazon France and get it delivered to an Amazon locker somewhere in France once I arrive.
Okay, that's like a wild
sticker inside of the AA shop, and it was $3.99. They also have England stickers in there, but no Scotland or Wales stickers. I got the adhesive one. She said these are usually better than the magnet ones.
Why?
Dry the back of the van and get that stuck on.
Yeah, because then
in the AA shop there's a big checklist of all the things you need if you're going with a UK vehicle, and also to which country you're going. So to go to France, you also need these headlamp beam converters, so you don't dazzle the people that are driving towards you. I actually bought these on Amazon before I left, but they do sell them in there as well. I think you can probably get all the things you need here in the AA shop if you don't manage to get everything in advance.
Yeah, but what if they're out? I'd be scared.
Once I get to France, I will put these on the headlights. These are suitable for lots of different vehicles. I'm not sure how to attach them, but I think there's some instructions inside.
We'll figure it out.
To be honest, I don't plan to drive at night, but if I do drive at night, I'll definitely put these on. Inside, there's a fantastic waiting area with a Starbucks, Burger King, I think Leon, fast food, and a few other bakeries and places to eat. There's also a huge duty free. There's toilets.
It's like an airport.
There is the AA shop. There's a WH Smith. There's lots of people in there waiting and having breakfast before they get on the train.
Like
before we dig into the Channel Tunnel, I wasn't really aware of how it worked, and I thought that you drive through the tunnel like on a road, but actually what happens is you drive onto a train, then the train goes in the tunnel. So I assume that there'll be lots of vehicles inside the train, and then it will all go together.
Oh, okay, like a ferry or something.
If you want to take the Channel Tunnel, you'll need a passport. There's a big sign up there saying have your passports ready. So
okay, yeah, you're traveling cross country.
Here on the board, it's got a list of all the numbers. So it must be that number that's on the thing there, X. What was mine? X. My train is X3. So all of them are listed up there on the board. It says please proceed or call in 4 minutes, and then you can watch out for your train number and when you need to head onto the train. So excited. I can see mine now on the board X3. It says call in 19 minutes. So I have 19 more minutes to wait until I drive onto the train. Before I head on the tunnel, let me tell you a little bit about my plans for France. Once I get to France, I'm planning to travel a little in the northern parts of the country. But to be honest, over the last few weeks, I've been so busy, and I've also been a little bit unwell, and I've been struggling to find the time to do any travel research for this trip. So I decided to hire a freelancer on Fiverr to help me out. Fiverr is a freelancer marketplace where you can hire specialists in certain areas to help you with a wide variety of tasks, from itinerary planning, translation, web design, video editing, to tax returns, to much, much more. I chose to work with a freelancer called Alexis, who offers France itinerary planning and virtual assistance. Alexis is from France, and he knows the northern areas of France very well. I explained to him about my interests and where I wanted to visit in France, and he prepared for me a customised, suggested itinerary based on my interests, and he also wrote out a list of all the must-try food and drinks while visiting the northern areas of France. All the ideas he suggested sound amazing, and I'm really looking forward to following some of his suggestions. Working with a freelancer on Fiverr has been so helpful because it saved me so much time, and it's also amazing to get recommendations from a local who's actually been to these places. If you're looking to hire a freelancer on Fiverr to help you with something in your personal or business life, Fiverr are offering 10% off your first hire if you use the code Ruth. I'll put more information below. Now let's check if it's time to get on the tunnel. Okay, we've got 4 more minutes until it's ready to go on. I was checking through the booking confirmation, and it says that the journey takes 35 minutes. It's so quick. I was speaking to a friend who recently took the ferry. They live in the Netherlands, and they came over, and I think they said the ferry was around 2 hours, so it's really quick compared to the ferry. I booked around a week ago, and it was around £150. I'll write the exact price on the screen. The price really depended on how far in advance you booked it, and then also the time of day. So the tickets that were during the night were cheaper than the ones during the day. I wanted to go in daylight hours so that I would arrive in France
people want to drive at night.
light, and I didn't have to drive in the dark and on the other side of the road. So I booked the 8:52 one for that reason. This has also been booked on as a camper van under 5.5 metres in length. There's also a time difference, so when we arrive it will be 9:27 in the UK, but in France it'll be 10:27.
Oh,
Feeling very nervous. I think it's about to go.
I'd be kind of scared of the situation because I don't know what to expect.
To please proceed.
Like, do you have to put it like in the actual train? I don't know, I'm scared.
I'll recap the items you'll legally need for France if travelling with a camper van or motorhome. A UK sticker if your number plate doesn't say UK on it, a reflective jacket, headlight converters, a warning triangle, and a first aid kit. I'll put some Amazon links below in the description if you want to be more organised than me. There are also more requirements like having insurance, a valid MOT, and breakdown cover, which you can read more about online. Yeah, good. Very excited.
Where are you off to?
France.
Whereabouts? Yeah, for a while, are you? Or?
About 3 weeks.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a safe journey over. Just stop at the back window there for Eurotunnel.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, they have like different like control stations.
Thank you.
Oh, because you have to seal your
Done.
passport.
Passport control. It says now that there
Again,
is
yes,
a
I keep
firearms
forgetting. Yes,
inspection,
you're crossing.
but I don't have any firearms, so that's fine.
Again, it's like an airport.
Yes, but it's turned off. Okay, thanks. He was asking if I had any camping gas. I said
Inflammable,
yes, but it's
yeah,
turned off.
obvious.
I'm going through to lane 1.
Hiya, can you show me your gas is switched off, please?
Yeah, thank you. So they were asking me to show that the gas has been turned off.
And do they check the car?
Okay, looks like we're heading through.
I can't believe it's still raining. Maybe
It's
not.
really good
Again,
that you
it's
can
the UK.
bring the gas. Imagine they said you can't bring gas. Such a pain to get the gas on the other side. Probably different regulators as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, because she has like a camper.
It looks like the window's on the left side, so I might need to get out of the van.
Oh, because you're. Yeah, it's crossing us on the other
Get
side.
out. Hey.
It's so funny.
Mercy.
Yeah, it's like we're driving from the opposite side, on the opposite side here. You don't even have to like. You're physically still there, technically, but not
Oh,
really.
This is really confusing. I think I need to go for large because there's a height limit
Yeah,
of
there's a height
1.85
limit.
meters. This van is around. It's around. I've never measured it, but I think it's over 2
Oh my god,
meters.
yeah, it never occurred to me to like measure this, but yeah, sure, I have to.
Vehicle check-in. Right, let's get this window open. 14. Okay, thank you. These manual windows are not great.
It can get annoying, yeah.
Since Brexit in 2021, the maximum duration of a short stay for UK passport holders in the EU cannot
Okay, yeah,
exceed 90
yeah.
days within a period of 180 days. Before Brexit, there wasn't any limit and
because
it was
we're part of the
possible to
EU.
stay, work or live in other EU countries without a need for a visa.
How big is this thing? Like, how long has you been driving? I'm so curious about this. Because it looks like huge
here's the
for some
trains.
reason.
Wow,
What are they?
it looks like a train station. It's so funny. It's like a regular train station, but
You're taking
going with
it.
vehicle. This is so
You're inside of it in
this
your
is
car.
Incredible. First time in my life doing something like this. Wow.
This is so
So
random.
funny.
You have to put, yeah, it's like a ferry, right? You have to like, they'll let you know, you have to like, hey, you have to get in here. This is the part that I'm like a little bit scared
Oh
of.
my goodness. This is
Yeah, it's a
out of
little, yeah,
control.
this is what I thought. Yeah, you need to like put the car.
Wow.
Look at it, yeah. This is making me a little bit nervous. And how do you know, you just have to go to
Driving
the
on a
end?
train.
How do you know when to stop? It's like, okay, I'll just continue. This is so trippy. It's
Feels
making me
quite
kind of dizzy.
spacious. And there's definitely a lot more height above me as well. So
It's
if
huge.
there's a bigger vehicle, it should fit, no problem.
Oh my god, I'm getting so dizzy. Oh, okay, now we're, okay. It's here, okay. They'll let you know, like, stop. Do you have to turn it off?
First gear, okay. First gear.
Yeah, I think I've seen those before. There is, I think, a place in, I believe it's Switzerland. I'm pretty sure it's Switzerland. Like, it's like a town, like, very high. I think it's in the Alps. And you, like, again, because it's in the Alps, and for some reason, like, I don't really know if it's all the time, but I do know there's a place where they have, like, little, it's the same thing. It's like a train, and you have to, like, actually drive your vehicle. You have to, again, you get your ticket, but you sort of, like, do it at the same time. Like, you're getting in, and you book your ticket, and it is, like, but you do it all the same, because you do it all at the same time. And again, it's the same. You get into the thing, I think, but it's smaller. I've never seen them like as big. And there's like the train track, and the same thing. You have to like put like you have to be in first gear, and I think like you put the handbrake on. But the car, I think it's like it's turned on or something. I can't remember the instructions, but I'm pretty sure they were the same. But it's like that. But I've never seen them in like such a bigger scale. This is so funny.
Brake, engine off. I've made it
you
onto
have to
the
turn it off.
train and it's now 8:41.
And you can't get out of
so
here,
it took
obviously.
actually about 15 minutes from departing the waiting area to actually getting on the train. There were quite a lot of checkpoints to get through.
Yeah, I was
the train will
wondering
be
about that.
leaving in around 11 minutes from now. This is so exciting. And there's even windows here. Inside the train here, they've blocked off between the vehicles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah, how many
vehicles,
per
and then they've put down a
compartment?
shutter and then the next one on. So they must block in like 4 vehicles at a time. I wonder why
It's like
they
a
block
wagon.
the vehicles in. Perhaps if there's an accident or a fire.
Oh, I was thinking maybe it's like a wind
We're
thing.
moving.
It's gonna be so weird. You're like in your car and the thing is moving, but you're not actually driving. It's gonna be so
We
trippy.
are moving. Oh my god.
And you can't get out of there in the car. That's the weirdest part to me.
I think that's it gone dark. Maybe we've gone inside the tunnel. I wonder if my ears are going to pop. Just a moment ago I said my ears might start popping. It's been
They
around
did?
a minute and they're starting to feel a little bit weird. Oh yeah. Oh, my ears are
Oh my
popping.
god, this is so weird.
Oh,
This is so strange. Oh my
the
god,
train's
it's
been moving for
I
around
hate
7
that.
minutes. Starting to feel a bit motion sickness, to be honest. It's jumping around. And also my ears are really sore. While we're on the tunnel, let me tell you a little bit more about it. The Channel Tunnel, also known as the Eurotunnel or Channel, is a remarkable
Channel.
engineering feat that connects the United Kingdom and France between the English Channel, and it's the longest undersea tunnel in the world. The construction of the tunnel started in 1988.
Oh, kind of
it
semi-recent.
involved boring 3 tunnels running parallel to each other. The 2 outer tunnels are used for trains, and the smaller central service tunnel is used for ventilation and access. Tunnel boring machines from
That's
both the
insane.
English and French
That's so
coasts
big.
were used, and the tunnels meet approximately halfway beneath the English Channel.
I know
The
that.
Channel
So
Tunnel
pretty.
officially opened on May the 6th,
Took 'em quite a while, but it was a
1994,
great big-
with a
big
ceremony
feat.
being held at the midpoint of the tunnel. The
Lots of
Channel
flags.
Tunnel stands as one of the world's most significant engineering achievements, facilitating seamless and rapid transportation between the UK and mainland Europe. So we've been moving for around 20 minutes now. My ears feel fine, and although it's a little bit shaky, I don't feel motion sickness anymore. And we'll have around
Your body just
15
got used to it.
minutes more until we arrive. I just need to remember, as soon as we get off, drive on the right side of the road. It's so incredible that this tunnel exists.
No, obviously it's never gonna happen, but I think maybe in the future, like 150 years, they can create an invention that's gonna be like, I just grab my wheel and I like put it on the other side for people to drive from both sides of the road. Again, something probably impossible now, but maybe in 100 years it's not gonna be that impossible. You can just like switch the wheels.
What a feat of engineering it really is. I think we've arrived in France. I can see land. We're out of the tunnel. Oh my goodness, I better put my shoe back on. Oh, this is so
You have
exciting.
to fix yourself up.
Let me show you. I just
Yeah, you're like-
opened Google Maps and
Yeah, you're
we
already
have
there.
arrived
Yeah.
in France. I don't know why I'm so shocked by this. It's obviously where we were going.
Yeah, but I get it. Yeah, it
It's
sounds
just
silly, but
unbelievable that
it is kind of
we just got on a
weird.
train and now we went under the ocean.
And now you're there on
we're
land
in
in
France.
France.
This is crazy.
It absolutely
wow.
is, yes.
The time
This is
now
insane.
is 10:20. It's been 28 minutes and said 35 in total. Another
Oh, that's
interesting
so
thing about the tunnel
little
is
time.
there's signal the whole way through. I'm on Vodafone and there was network the
Oh.
whole way. Like, I was using WhatsApp and it was absolutely fine, and I was able to
How do they
look on
do
Google
that?
Maps
It
as
sounds
well for the
wonderful.
destination that I'm going to. Okay, we've just pulled up and it looks like the train is being lowered down slightly. I've also just realised that I don't have data. I've got a message saying that I need to pay for extra data and I need Wi-Fi to be able to register for it. I thought that I
Oh,
got
like
data
roaming?
included in my
Yeah.
plan. Maybe that's something to do with Brexit, that it's no longer included, which is a bit annoying because I need
course,
Google
it's in that
Maps to
part.
get to where
Yeah.
I'm going. So hopefully there's somewhere that I can pull in and get some Wi-Fi. Maybe there's like a waiting area like on the other side and I can wait
Yeah,
there,
I
get
guess
some
this is like a
Wi-Fi
station.
and then set up the map. Oh wow, people are turning on the engines. Oh my gosh, this is mental. Okay, getting out of the train.
Drive on the other side.
Okay, we're heading up the ramp. Oh, it's raining here too.
It's raining. Yeah, I was gonna say how British.
Oh my gosh, it's 10:28. So yeah, exactly as it was scheduled.
Okay, so it runs
So
perfect.
that extra waiting time for the unloading is calculated in the journey time. Oh my gosh, guys, we're going to be driving on the right side of the road. This is, oh my god.
And you're already there, like you just
How incredible is it that
yeah, you're already
now
out.
France-
Like bye, you don't have to see it.
That
Like
is
just get out of here.
extraordinary.
Okay.
Oh my goodness,
It's like an
there's
airport,
cars
really.
overtaking me on the left. Wow.
Oh, they do it on the other side. That was
Welcome to
wait
France. Welcome to France. There's the sign. Welcome to France. Join
I love that it's
me
just
in
like,
the next video
welcome to
where
France.
I
We're
drive in
like, baby, I'm
France for
next
the
to the
first
ocean.
time and start my biggest adventure yet.
This is a very funny and incredible video. I'm as amazed as she is, and although she was like, you know, it's kind of silly, like, oh, I'm in France. It's like, it's kind of silly because you're like, well, where else would you be? Like, you're booking your ticket to France, and you knew this beforehand. But I understand her excitement because it's crazy. It's like, no, these kind of things, like, I think they're kind of wild. And even if maybe you're not as excited or you don't think they're that cool until you actually do it, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, again, it's like such a great feat of engineering and of like everything. I do have to say, I love the fact that it's like it was, you know, and probably still is actually. It's a collaborative effort that I think it shows like great, like, I don't know, sportsmanship between like these two countries that I know they've had their troubles and their problems in the past. But I like that, you know, again, it's like in the modern era, it's like, no, they're very like, they made they said, you know, let's get together and do something great. That's gonna be, again, not just for, again, from an outsider, not just someone that's French or someone that's from the UK. Like, they're gonna be, wow, you know, this is incredible. And it's what a great sense of pride for both like French people and British people, because I think it looks incredible. It's like, again, I love the fact that they did, like, you're gonna do exactly like halfway through the tunnel, like you're doing on your side, and then I'll do the halfway through the tunnel in my side, and then we'll meet at the middle. And that's exactly like where we get. It's so like split perfectly. It's like for everyone, because again, we know we don't want to be like, oh no, you work harder than I did, or I had to put more money. It's like, no, it's all equality here, equality first. And I like that they had the little flags when it was done. It's like, yes, it's like I don't really know. Again, I don't really know like the specifics and the logistics of the actual building of the thing. Like, she sort of like explained it, and we're like these huge machines. But, you know, physically, I can't really imagine it, or I can't really actually see like how in my head how it was actually like built. But I like that it was like, you were gonna move like the work should be equal, right? So it's gonna take me, like, I did my calculations, and it's gonna take me, I don't know, like 3 months to get to the half of the tunnel, and it should take you as much as I did, because probably the workers were like the same. It's like, I'm gonna use 1,000 workers, and it's like, from your end, you're also gonna do 1,000 workers, and in the end, of course, we're gonna meet like perfectly in the middle. And I love it. It's just like, oh, what a great thing. It's like, again, it's like, oh, for today, I think we're sort of like brothers, we're siblings. And because, again, we all did like the same amount of work, and we're investing the same amount of money. And because, again, it's so equal, because it's good for both nations, like both for British people to go to France, and both for French people going to the UK. So I love it. I think it was actually like fewer vehicles that I was expecting. I don't know why I thought that people were like, I don't know, maybe more people, but I don't know, again, maybe it's just like the actual, like, maybe this particular time of the year, or maybe like this particular like time early on, maybe a lot of people don't really book, you know, the train, the tunnel. I don't even know what to call it. To me, it's sort of like a ferry, because it's a tunnel, but how do you call this situation? I would say it's a ferry, just because of the fact that you're getting into some sort of moving vehicle with your car. And that to me makes it a ferry, but I know that it isn't really, because it's not, you know, it's not in the ocean. It's underground, but it's not. Again, it's an underground tunnel. But, you know, the actual sort of like logistics, it's sort of like similar to a ferry. The thing I was that I was saying like earlier on about Switzerland of course, it's a little bit different. That one doesn't really go underground. It's a train. I'm pretty sure, because it has to go like through a mountain, through like this big mountain passes, and especially I think they use it when it's like blocked by snow or something. I don't think they use it like whole year round. This one, of course, you have to, because you're like underground in the ocean. I think it would be wild and something that I would probably love, but I don't know if it's actually kind of scary. Isn't like when airplanes, like some sort of, not all airplanes, but airplanes, they have like little cameras that they show you, like they have like cameras. I don't know where are they? They're like beneath the plane, and you can see like the actual, like how it is when you're like taking off. I don't think they actually, those cameras, I think it's just when you're landing and when you're taking off. I don't think they have them like throughout the whole sort of like journey, a 10-hour journey by plane. I don't think they have them. But you know, there are some airplanes that have them, and you can sort of like, if you're very curious, like you can see the whole, you know, how it is when you're you know, what's happening on the outside. I would love, and even some cars have them, right? You can see like where your car is sort of like located in the actual like city, the spatial space. I would love something like this in the train. I don't know if it would be like super weird, probably yes, but I would love to see like how is it like from, you know, can you like put a camera like in the train, you know, on the top, like I don't know, like beneath the train, but like next to the window probably, or I don't know, like on the actual, like in the, when someone's driving this, right? Like it's subway. I don't think it's automatic. Actually, I have no idea who's driving this, but I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a driver. So I don't know, like put a camera there. I think I wouldn't know specifically. Not the whole thing, because it's like, I don't know, what do you want me to say? Or like, but like the train, like how is it? Like, is it beneath? Like this isn't like a subway system in the sense of like you have, you know, like the track, the train track, and you know the actual train where the cars are, and there's like this giant tunnel, because of course. So is it like that? But I want to know where when you're getting in the thing, like I don't know, I'm so curious to actually see. Maybe it's something very silly. It's like, I don't know, it's not that exciting. It's not that exciting, but I don't know, I'm still very curious about the whole thing. It's like, I don't know, I want to know like how was it? And probably I think I would love to see how it was built, because again, it's like everything that's underground to me is like mind-blowing, because it's like, how are we able to build stuff like underground? That's incredible. You know, as humans, I think it's kind of like maybe a little bit, I don't know if it's a little underrated, because I think we take it for granted. But when you're actually like, no, stop and think for a minute, how are we able to do this? And how, like, if I tell you how would you go around to build and building this, most people will be like, good question. I don't think I know that. So I would love to actually see how the process of like the whole thing getting built and how you're getting in, because it would be a trip. Although again, she said like it can get like pretty dizzy, because you're like moving around a bit, and you know, again, it's like it's gonna be like a pretty weird sensation when the car's like, you're moving, like the car's moving a lot, and obviously like, but you know that the thing's like going at an insane speed, but you're sort of like there. It's gonna be so weird. And she's like, you know, my ears are popping, but I don't get to see, you know, what surrounds me. So it's a little bit different again, because to compare it like with an airplane, like you're seeing, oh, you know, we're like, oh look, we're like in the clouds, you know, we're very high above. I can see why my ears are popping, or you can see the actual plane like going like this, and you can feel it in your ears, and you can actually see the airplane, you know, when you look at the aisle, it's like this. So it is, you know, I think it could be a little, it would be like very weird to me. And the whole thing about it moving quite a bit, like the actual car is moving quite a lot, which I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be so wobbly. I would be like very scared about this. I don't know. It's like when you're in some sort of like a structure, like a bridge, and maybe there's like a pretty heavy car, or maybe because not your own car, but when you're stopping, like you can see sometimes, you can feel it in your car if you're stopped. Like the thing like wobbles. It's not something that you can actually see visually, but when you're inside the car, like you can feel the wobble, and it's like the scariest thing ever, especially because again, you're in some sort of like bridge, for instance. And this is sort of like I would guess the same feeling, the same sensation of the being wobbling, especially because, you know, we're inside a tunnel right now. I don't know. It's like I could think like someone with a lot of anxiety would be like, wow, this is so like, get me out of here, please. Like, I'm wondering also if people that are claustrophobic, like, do they have some sort of trouble like getting into this train? Because again, it's kind of like, if you think about it and you stop and you actually get to think about it, it's like, oh my God, there's like so many factors that I have to take into account, because the whole thing, although incredible, actually get like the experience itself, it sounds like a pretty weird. It's like, oh my god, I don't know how I feel about this. It's very uncomfortable. But I think maybe it's just always because you're not used to it. I'm wondering like if a lot of people actually use this, not just for vacations or for some like a specific purpose, but if they do it because maybe they work there or they have to go like constantly, they have to, you know, they have to go for maybe work. So maybe they have to do like, you know, I have to do this trip like every 2 weeks or maybe like once a month. And if you ever get used to that weird feeling, I think it's great. But yeah, I would love to get the experience of like doing it because it sounds like so weird that I would be, yes, I'm totally game. And I'm guessing she had to do the same thing when she was returning back to the UK. So it is like, oh, okay, you know, I know now. I now know like what to expect. But I do have to say, it was like very weird, and I was not expecting it like that because when you again and which is like a channel tunnel. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. I was like, how do you do? Like, did you actually drive it? I don't know why I thought that you were actually. It was a tunnel, but like an actual tunnel that you drive in, and you have to like actually like keep driving, and it's like straight, and there's gonna be like, again, that's what I was expecting. It was maybe like you have like certain speeds, like it's forbidden that you go like over 50 or something. I know you have to go quite slow, and you have to probably maintain like a safety sort of like distance between like you and the other car. And I was expecting something like that. Like you have to drive, obviously you can't pass anyone, obviously. It's like you have to go in a line and everyone goes like this and it's straight, but you have to actually do the driving, as in like I'm driving, as in, you know, I'm putting my foot on the pedal. You have to like drive at a certain speed, and I thought it was maybe gonna be something like that. But this is actually cooler. Again, a little scarier, but I think cooler all the same, because again, it's like the whole thing. And it's so funny to me that the whole process of like booking a ticket and all of that is like booking an actual ticket at like a train station or like an plane ticket. But the whole process is like going to customs at an airport. Like they have to seal your passport. They have to like ask you, hey, are you bringing like certain inflammable materials? And it's like a bunch of different checkpoints. It's like almost like you do your check-in, and you know they get your boarding pass, and then you have to like check your bags. It was sort of like that. So, but in your car basically, and you have to like move around a bit in this area. But yes, I love this experience, and I feel like I love it with her actually. So this was great. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.